Okay, Freddy Pro.
Well, I mean, we lost all the money that we accumulated from the gate takings. I had to let go of people that I used to work with from the past.
All right, I just had a conversation with ATI. We're moving on to the second interview of BAKERZ Live Celebrates 50 episodes. I've got a man who just shook the entertainment industry. When I choke holds, huh? I was at his concert in Francistown. Ile atena ke ha di senda a ke tswana wala selection day ka ne go le ntse le teng ja ke mona tsa mo phehong. I've got ATI.
Thanks so much for having me on this particular day. Yeah.
Why don't you do the black thing anymore?
I mean, it's not my description. It's an emotion. It's the way I feel whenever I want to like pour out whatever it is I'm trying to portray on that particular day.
Ah, okay. I was at the As One music concert in Francistown.
Yeah.
I was there because you came on BAKERZ Live before the show.
Yeah.
To sell the show.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you this. This is something that I haven't shared with anybody. The moment I saw you come down,
What happened?
I started to cry. I never cry. The moment I saw you coming down, I started to cry. And guess what? People in VVIP were crying. I'm never having a live audience again. People started to cry. And when
Can I have a drink?
Of
as well?
course.
Okay.
Okay, Freddy Pro. Since ke tla mo nosa, ke tla mo jesa.
Hey, you know what's up.
Yeah, when it got to VVIP, there were people with the black thing. That's why I asked you, why don't you do that anymore? But I want to ask you, how does it make you feel to know that you made BAKERZ cry? I started to bawl, and you know what happened? The person that I was with decided to take me home. You are just being emotional, like you are really being in the moment. And I'll tell you why it happened, or why I think it happened. It's because I know your story.
Yeah.
I know I know that.
Get
And-
out inside.
Hey, I remove your skeleton. So I was there from the jump. And you also, I think during the COVID period, you came out to the world and shared your darkest days with us. You shared with us your story of challenges in life. So just seeing you descend from space or wherever you were coming from, I think I got overwhelmed by emotions to see that, you know what, in life, you can always pick yourself up again and do what you're meant to do in life.
Yeah.
So I think that's what was happening to me. But I want you to tell me, how does it make you feel to know that you have got such kind of impact on people, on your fans?
I think with me it's a thing of not even impact on people. It's like so within, so without, you know? And the more impact that I have within myself is the same impact that I could probably have towards somebody that is looking at me and is interested in seeing how I'm about to handle a situation. Mm-hmm. Like, man, the reason why maybe you cried is because maybe you are one of the people growing up from your tender age. You know, you probably got denied, whether it's through your creativity and where you could take it, whether it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I resonate with. I pick up energies like that.
Yeah.
People that are not allowed to be people, but haven't had a choice of actually deciding to become the people that
they're meant to be.
They actually become, but aren't who we think is the ideal person to become in today's society.
Yeah.
Not especially with social media recommending who we should be thinking like or feeling like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, in 1995, when I was with my grandma,
Come on, Barack Obama.
when I was with my grandma, I was like, man, I think all of y'all got me wrong. And I'm gonna stand in whatever confusion that I've been left with. And when you live within your confusion, a lot of people will move away from you.
Yeah.
And eventually, they will come and say, I knew you was about to do that, man. I know you. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those are the people that I resonate with. And I think that's why you were crying, because it wasn't about me. It was about just, you know, just witnessing something that you would have probably done. You know, we only witness ourselves through through other people. Yeah. I think that's why maybe you're crying. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. That's a perfect analogy, though. Where do you get these crazy concepts? I'm not a festival person. I'm not a concerts person.
Oh, yeah.
But that was just like a Beyonce moment, like something that is out of this world. To see you also go, where do you get these creative concepts? O batla drink? Ke rata ka mongwe maikutlo.
Well, I mean, man, for me, I follow my heart, you know, and my heart is one place where I get a lot of desires to want to try out a lot of things, whether it's one day climbing a boat, whether it's one day bungee jumping, whether it's making a song with Sokamura Homo. That's like where I resonate from, you know. I follow my heart. I wanna get and to follow your heart doesn't necessarily mean to accomplish what your heart says, but to acknowledge that. And whenever you get to appreciate that and actually realize it, it's like a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because we're living in a world where people say these are the end times. But these are not the end times. These are the times where you need to utilize your mind. You know what I'm saying? What you think is what you experience. And I told myself when I was a kid that one day I'm going to be happy. You know, I don't care how I grew up. I don't care what happened to me. But I am responsible for the way in which I will eventually become and say, hey, I'm happy. You can't always be happy, but just to go with the lows and the highs.
All right. Now take us behind the planning of the As One music concert. What has been some of your most memorable moments of the planning phase? And what has been some of your lows with planning that iconic concert?
Well, I gotta say, for one, I'm one person who lacks self-esteem. I've had self-esteem, but I got to a point where I lost most of my self-esteem. But working with Kiso Oki actually helped me a lot, because, you know, I would attack her and accuse her of so many ways towards detracting from the success of what the show could become. But she stood her ground. And the more and more I got to work with her through Blue Skies Entertainment, it's like I got to regain my self-esteem. Because confidence is only a mask, you know? And through this initiative as one, it's been so hard and so emotional, because, you know, I had to let go of people that I used to work with from the past. I had to stay strong in the fact that I couldn't involve everybody, you know, because initially I was gonna keep this simple. I was just gonna keep it as nobody there but just me. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna probably do this show from 6 to 12 midnight. You know what I'm saying? And I had to battle with the fact that everybody has so many expectations towards what I should be doing, because maybe they support me and they've told me they support me, you know what I'm saying? And it was so hard to try to balance being greedy as in like how people see you, and just having to do what it is I envisioned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when it came down to, walking without a penny from the event, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Tell me this. Like post the concert, there was a lot of controversies, and I'm sure a lot of people who are watching, they know what it was all about. What is it that you learned from that experience that you can share with us?
Well, I well, I learned you cannot save everybody. You cannot save everybody because more especially when you're in a boat where you also need saving.
Yeah.
And you know you can save yourself to become available for other people to actually learn from what it is that a lot of people overlook, but is very important, of which is self-assurance, self-esteem. You, self-assurance, self-esteem. We take those things lightly. We can perform. Performance is in our DNA. But what I learned was, sometimes when people doubt you, it's okay. If you believe that you didn't decide to come here on your own accord, and you found yourself to be here, and God willingly, you are able to have guilt in your heart, then you're blessed. If you can feel guilt, that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's what I learned, you know what I'm saying? And even with Kiso Oki, I take this woman like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but she's your business partner. Khachir.
It's not even about business, because business is an aftermath of all we are. You need to be alive. You need to be healthy. You need to be able to wake up in the morning. I can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For you to be able to announce anything that is along the lines of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And this woman done said, you can do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, woman, you better stop this.
Because
I can't do this. I'm going to fuck this up. I'm a drug addict. I need to go back to the drugs. I need to get high right about now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it got me to reflect on a lot of things, like maybe I'm not just trying to get high. What am I trying to run away from?
Yeah.
That's where this show got me towards thinking towards, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I like to say, hey.
Are you guys listening to Itai or hearing him? Are you listening or hearing him? ATI, I have to wrap up the conversation.
Yeah.
And the last thing that I want to say is that I saw that Batobami Investments was one of the business partners in the planning of the S1 music concert.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a duplicate of it in Gabs or any other place in Botswana?
Well, we lost all the money that we accumulated from the gate takings, and it's not even about the amount. But however, I do believe the strength that I have for me to even be here doing this interview is like calling out for me to go like, man, the only thing I got is just to keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got. And I think this time around, maybe I'll be able to actually think. You know what I'm saying? And help.
I want to say to you in closing that you brought Francistown to a standstill. I was there. I saw the magnitude of the people that were there. They were there because you have a gift that you're sharing with the world, and each and every person appreciates it.
Yeah.
So the going that you're speaking to is exactly what everybody comes to you for.
Yeah, definitely. We got to be strong all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. So thank you for being on BAKERZ Live. You're always in my corner.
Yeah.
And even the planning of As One concert, I was at the forefront of supporting everything that you do. And it was heartfelt. It was heartfelt. So I wish you the best with everything. All right, I had a conversation with ATI at 267, celebrating 50 episodes of BAKERZ Live. ATI signs out. See you on the flip side.